glad to have you with us from Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, as we are set for a showdown in the ReliaQuest Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Vanderbilt's offense will take the first swing of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Pavia. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
They go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gill. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Going right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're going to need to get something started. There he goes! They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The give to the tailback. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Back to throw, it's Pavia. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Working on the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Dillon. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes them, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Alexander. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be third and long. Back to pass. It's Pavia. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Gets the back moving. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Wants to go up top. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And you got to be wondering about the psyche of that cornerback now who just gave up the big play. He's going to be looking for that corner route later in the game. He's got to be careful he doesn't overcommit to the outside, because if he does, that could mean a big home run type completion if there's a big in-breaking route by his receiver.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
I really like the 3rd down plan here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the 4th down.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Alexander.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The give on the option. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to slam in. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A quick pass to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, you can never complain.
Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to throw. It's Pavia. They go to the wide receiver screen. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Moulton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Moulton. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Iowa! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Pavia. He makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big game.
And the Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Caught in the backfield, it's Moulton. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They boot it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Commodores will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Stowers. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hoskins. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here, looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously, they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Hunt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Pavia. Oh, they're after him. Gets some yardage and gets down.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Pulls it in. It's Alexander. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
To the air, it's Pavia. Zings it complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Doors!
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Moulton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Hawkeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go, high percentage. Run the quarterback sneak. Get the first down.
The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Moulton.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Holds and fires complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying play action. He's got it and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
And the Hawkeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play. Brings up second and goal.
That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. To the air on second down. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a good decision by the quarterback at this juncture of the game, too, guys. Fourth quarter, you're trailing, you're going to need a touchdown, but you're not going to get it on that play. Throw it away. This is a big down now, fourth. Here we go.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. He'll set up to throw. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Looking to throw. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sherrill. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Commodores had this offense rolling. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. On the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Off the boot, looking for his man. Tight end finds a soft spot. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gives him a fresh fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
And he hadn't had a big day on the ground, but that was a carry they needed for this offense. They needed to extend this drive. Nice job on third down, executing, running the football. Now they got to go a little bit faster, get down this field, and get a score on the board.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for it. Touchdown, Commodores! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the big fella to the corner. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
And a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Finds his tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Moulton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working that left side now. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And I think that call will leave people scratching their head. You know, you're down a possession. You got to go make something happen. The clock is ticking. Like, we got to take some shots down the field, or we got to get our butts out of bounds after we make those catches.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Makes his man miss. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Complete to the left. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Pavia. quickly out to the tight end.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. With the line of scrimmage at the 37, that will leave them with a long 54-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. With the line of scrimmage at the 37, that will leave them with a long 54-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game.